Really is, yeah.
That's insane.
We were here. God, where were we again? We were at camp. That's where we were. We were at camp.
The German one?
We were in the Shadowfell, I know that much.
Yeah, we were at camp in the Shadowfell. Things were going like really cool and really weird. One of the bigger points was yep.
Nah.
One of the bigger points was whilst you were in the Shadowfell and the camp doing your own thing, Blair found a little guy dressed in red, and the guy was
There's no
just
colour.
like,
Does he have a hat on?
yeah, there's no colour. So Blair just found a little guy with a sack full of body parts, hacking away at a dead body, or a puddle of dead body. And rather than do the thing that most people would do and be like, oh, that's concerning, he went, oh, have my bed.
He started flirting, yeah.
Nobody questioned this. In the morning, there was a weird fight at camp as people were talking all manner of weird smack. And the whole time, Renfrey was just sitting there stirring a pot of soup. Like, yeah, this is perfectly normal behaviour. This is fine. And everything was good. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10 and how weird it was, this was like a 4. This is just a Tuesday.
He was locked in on making that borscht.
Meanwhile, in the Feywild, Bree came across a strange man, and he was all like, oh, I can help you get to some druids. And Bree was like, that there sounds like a good deal, mighty pilgrim. And so they set upon their quest. Bree and Guzon, an old, mutton-chopped, garbed, I'm pretty sure I said he was an orc. He was a hobgoblin.
No, he was a hobgoblin. Yeah, he was short.
And they walked for a little bit, and then they went to go to sleep. And there was a whole like big conclave of like lycans. And Bree was like, "Oh, we can get out of this." And the big guy was like, "No. I can get out of this," and left Bree to die. So Bree turned into a horse, started running away.
That's fucked up.
Ended up getting to a town, and was like, "You gotta let me in, please, help." Where the old hobgoblin was like, "Nah, fam, you good." And then suddenly a strange door appeared, and Bree was like, "Yeah, sure," and opened the door and found herself in a tavern, and the door vanished. And that's where we kind of left things off. But now we're back at the camp, yeah?
Never mind, actually, no. Sorry.
You sure?
Yeah, fairly.
Why my stars and stripes? It's
oh
Gateboss.
My god, it's the fucking... It's a guy.
You do.
Oh.
Look who the cat dragged in.
We just done the recap, and now I feel like I need to recap 10 more sessions just to catch you up. We're in the Shadowfell now.
Yeah, no. I can bolt in, don't worry about it. No need for recap.
Like we... Well, the good news is, if you're Tippler, you don't need to do a funny voice. You now just get to play yourself. I can just remove Vero from there. Vero is dead. Vero is gone.
No, now I have to play the nerd.
But yeah.
No. Also, by the way, you already know Yados is missing his left hand. I gotta remind you.
Yeah, I know that he lost his left hand, right? Or left arm.
You could go back and look.
It was one of them either way. But now, yous are at camp. And
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say something. Cadences, but you are now at camp, enjoying a lovely time. The absence of color makes things a little weird. And checking here. You know, I don't actually have this, which is hilarious. Danny, would it be possible for you to roll a d6?
I'm on my phone right now. I don't have my laptop. I'm not on my laptop.
Oh.
I had to somewhere.
Could someone roll Danny a d6? Sweet. If you guess
Sorry,
it, two, it's alright. It's alright.
Sorry, I'm late to the party.
Real quick again, on that scale of absolute depression, what was a number 2? Smiles has it, or...
The... Fuck. I forgot. Wait, I can quickly look it up. The Dread.
Yes. I know I sent images to you and Q. Oh, there we go. Dread. Character disadvantage in all saving throws and gains. I'm convinced this place is going to kill me. I actually think... Is he coming out to think about it? I think Yados got a 24 on that wisdom save. Never mind. He's not... He's the only person here that's not depressed.
He's just so delusional already. Doesn't even matter. The demons in his head go, fuck man, you live like this? And leave.
Oh goddamn. Well, if you had done your studies, you would have known that people live like this. Sorry, I'm just warming up my...
Dini, by the way.
I'm warming up my Zandini voice.
I forgot.
my Zandini voice.
I thought you were having a stroke for a second.
Oh god, I wish. Anyway.
I wish.
But you're at camp, headed on out. You're on your way. I was watching Shrek earlier on at work, and that one scene, you know, I'm on my way from that came on. So you know, use our Shrek and donkey on your adventure. Headed to your little, well, headed to where you are going, following the lovely direction of Sir Sadface. The particulars of the area. When I say decrepit, barren wasteland, the living trees still somehow manage to look dead, depressed, and they hunk over as well.
Still happier than the UK.
Oh, fuck. My ear's so itchy, Ribby, you know that?
Oh.
But use traverse on a day or two, making your way through this god awful. Please do not. Anytime
as we're doing this,
yeah.
Can I roll Arcana to figure out if there's any magical properties regarding the skull I have?
Yes. And where did you get the skull from again? Was that something Gark gave or something I gave?
Yes, sirree.
Grayskull?
In the item section, there's 2 variants. You should look at those if you want to.
The skull of the Duat. Listen, sir. That is a word that I will struggle with. But is that the one you're on about?
Yeah.
It is, yes, sirree, I believe. At least.
Okay. One sec there. I'm also All at noon, sun, night, fetch, jester, throne. Is it throne? It is. And it's... Okay, cool. Nice. Let me take a little quick swatch at these. Let's see. Alright, we're going to play a fun game if your name happens to not align with your, well, your ethnicity.
Sexuality? Oh.
Even or odd, Q?
I always even.
Even. Cool. Sweet, sweet. Want to roll that Arcana check real quick as well?
Yeah.
You know, it's probably maybe magic, who knows, to say specifically.
That was a D6. That was a D6, was it?
No, it's a D20 there, sir. Intelligence Arcana.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What I will say is, however, on your rest, you have felt this odd and strange. I've not brought you in the party token. 1 second. There we go. You have felt this strange pull, like something has been trying to psychically reach out to you. And you feel that something has been... Was that Kirk?
Wants to give you that sloppy toppy.
You get... It's not a feeling you've had in the past, but it is quite recent. Like, the past 2 or 3 days.
From the skull or just in general?
With a 3 and an Arcana...
I mean, since I got the skull or before I got the skull?
You haven't felt it since before you got... Like, you haven't felt it before you got the skull, but now you've got the skull, you started feeling it.
I would consent to any telepathic communications going forward. Just...
You hear that, guys? He's consenting. He's willing. Then you attune to the skull and gain the ability to cast Blight DC 15 once per day. Remember that you cannot cast spells whilst you're raging.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
And
the,
also...
the spell's made its way into your spell list as well, so... You also have resistance.
Yeah.
To necrotic. Is that the part you were going for there, Kark?
Yeah. I was just excited so I can contain myself.
That's sick.
And there we go. You
And he's
somehow
also
need to
wearing
equip
it over his head.
You're really playing into Q's fantasy to be Guts or Griffith from Berserker. You know that, right?
Well, I hope he's happy with it.
Okay. Don't want to be Griffith. Never want to be Griffith. First of all, let's get that. Let's get... Yeah, fuck that. That's insane.
But use soon after about a day get past the bottom of the mountain. I need a fully labelled Faerun map real quick. This one's only half labelled for obvious reasons. Because
There should also be...
Yeah?
there should also be just Shadowfell maps that you can get.
There
I know
should
there's
be,
a
but
few of them.
There should be, but you think I had time for that?
You had a week.
I had 4 other games.
I know, that's a joke.
You had a week? That's not a good excuse. Have you did how much? Dark had like 3 weeks.
What the fuck? Why are you giving me the blame?
Oh, I'm just messing around about the time we had like a 3-week break.
Are you getting
Because I was on a holiday, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have been riding the entire time.
Shooter's Gate, drowning deep every night. Okay, yeah, I might have a map for you.
It's more sort of
Yes,
at
yes,
least
with
he's
town
still
names.
prepared. He had the 3 weeks.
It's a very crude one, but it would show us where we are right now.
God forbid that they ever give us a map that's just like actually no Etsy. I do not give a fuck.
Look at that map I sent you, mate. It's a pretty good one. Well, it's good enough at least.
Yeah, the problem is I still need the affiliate. God, that is still somehow not the best quality. You were right there, but doing some quick math. We got drowning
What the
deep.
fuck are you saying?
I'm just making noises, buddy. I'm just making noises. So that puts us at the Black Sorrow Mountains, or so they may be called. I don't know. Can I make this like any easier to see out of curiosity? Or is Discord? Oh yeah, thanks for downloading it as a WebP rather than opening it. God forbid you just open it. Yeah, that is not much better. Do you know what it is? It's the interactive Faerun
It's
map.
interactive.
No, it's the interactive Faerun map that I've been using for this. 'Cause it's got all the names. And I just totes forgot. I'm like, totes
Right.
cool at that. You know how it is, totes. So, as you are heading down this
Could use this one.
particular mountainous path, you soon find yourselves this small area. You can see stretched on out there are what seems to be the makings of a town some ways away, and off just a little bit to the side there seems to be some ruins of what looks like a once fallen statue. Rather large statue. Rather large area. Almost Stonehenge. If closest real world analysis to size would be like Stonehenge, yeah. Then you can see there are two people just milling around, just looking around. They haven't noticed you. As one of them seems to be writing, and the other one seems to be picking up parts of stone and examining them. You can tell that some of this is being aided with the help of magic.
Do they, just from my personal recollection, two people in a set of ruins and they seem to just kind of be investigating it?
Yes.
Sadface would look at the other folks and go, "Oh, I think those are archaeologists, the people that look at the rocks. Should we
Geologists?
steal their treasures?"
Steal treasures? What?
Yeah. I mean, the people that dig graves are bound to find loot.
Gravediggers? Actually, I think you're talking about gravediggers?
No.
Or
I'm
you're
talking
trying to say archaeologists?
Yeah.
Tomb Raiders?
Yeah, the last one, yeah. I'm trying to say archaeologist. unless you people are friendly like that, we could try and befriend them, but they might have goods to sell.
These guys look like researchers, and can I tell their race from the distance?
You can see that from a distance these are elven in nature. One is completely bald, whilst the other has a long set, has very long hair, and a spear on their back. The one with the spear on the back is the one who seems to be taking notes, whilst the bald one is doing all of the investigating.
What
Can I? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Can I? I'm going to interrupt you. As a part of my race, could I make a check to see what kind of elves these are exactly, judging from, how grayscale their skin color is? The ears, maybe facial structure.
I would say, given your character, you know one of your own when you're looking at them.
Bits on the ground.
They're not tieflings.
Not tieflings. No.
They're Shadowkai.
Even worse.
Oh, hey, hold on. All right. Racism is fun until it.
Until
talks
I'm the
about my
victim of it.
Yeah. Sadface would tap on fucking. I always forget his name. The other Shadowfell dude. Brazgar, thank you. And go. Oh, I think those are Shadowkai. I have seen them before in these parts.
I have too. We shouldn't trust them.
Oh. Whoa, no, of course not. No, of course you should. The evil people, though, he's like a Shadowkai.
Yeah. We could see what they're doing, and then just be careful.
Would you like me to do the talking, or you might get vantage point?
I feel like you're better at talking, so I'll try to go around.
Gives a thumbs up. Looks at the others, and what about you people? Are you going for ambush too? This is assuming you're going to ambush them.
I severely lack any offensive power, so I think we're better off trying to talk to them. Maybe they know something about portals.
Little old man, I prefer if you just did not talk. Like that though.
Well, you cannot silence the great Sandini.
That is true. What is Zindini? What is his race?
I don't fucking know. Ugly?
Race is...
I'm asking this in character because I know what his race is, but does Sadface recognize it?
Not really, no. It's very good at hiding, shall we say.
Alright. Well, he'll go Zindini. I don't think they've introduced old man. Well, actually, no. You said Zindini. Zindini. Going back and forth. You maybe can help in backlines with doing. What is it you do?
I look for portals.
Is that all you do?
Right now, yeah. I can also not die really well.
Okay, that is absolutely wonderful. You can stay in back and play with portals.
Roscoe would actually
grown up do talking.
Brasgar would point towards Andini and say, "You're pretty good at talking. You should come with us."
Yeah, I can be a diplomat.
I'm the best
Exactly.
at talking. I'm the best talker.
No other talkers like
It
you.
looks like we are all
And
going
he's
to talk.
And Blair is
I-
the leader, so I think he
I-
should be the one talking.
I have no idea what's going on because I've been staring down the barrel of this gun for 15 minutes.
Ah,
I'm thinking these guys are in our
Oh.
way. We need them to move or something.
No, I just kinda want to get their treasure so we can sell it at every night. It's kill or be killed in these lands, you know?
Oh,
Let me see if they've noticed us yet, because we're not really like quiet.
Well, that is why I assumed, we do backline and then we can flank if need be. But everyone here is so chatty, it is so refreshing.
do my numbers here. Sweet, sweet. Oh, wow. That's convenient. You can roll stealth checks if you wish. Depends how you are going. I'd say they're engrossed enough in their work right now. For yourself there, Yaros, or Danny, you can, if you have D&D Beyond on your phone, roll it from there and it will come through at the tabletop. Alpha, privately, thank you.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll just bust out my crystal ball real quick. Oh god, I'm missing one of my pens. I'm missing my red pen. That's my favourite.
Oh,
Definitely do not fight these autism diagnoses well, if at all.
Yeah, no, you're doomed.
So, both of these guys got a particular number. Temple, do you want to roll it for Danny real quick?
what?
Stealth.
I did roll stealth.
For Danny. For
who?
Yados.
Oh, Yaddy. I thought Yados was here. Damn.
He is a bit quiet.
Right,
I know he's out doing something real quick. He's on mute, so it could be a case.
I think I actually rolled it at flat. I was supposed to roll it at a disadvantage, so that's a 4. Why we having this guy come along?
The only dude that is quiet have rolled the worst stealth roll.
This is hilarious. Let's see. Sad, Blair. I need from Zandini and
Braz, innit?
Braz, yeah.
I'm not rolling stealth. I'm just gonna walk forward.
Oh!
Sandini also doesn't see the point in being stealthy. He just want to talk to people about portals.
Can I, Blair, can I have that gun you're holding? I think I want to look inside of the barrel as well for a while.
Yeah,
might
sure,
be
be
from the left
careful. And I
side.
could let him look through the, and then I accidentally pulled the trigger.
What is this segregation? Why am I being pulled on the left side? Right.
No.
The people on the left
Yeah.
side here haven't rolled stealth checks, so the people on the right side have rolled stealth checks and
I got-
therefore can move around.
I did.
Did you?
I
Oh,
got a dirty 20. That's alright. I'll go with these folk. I'm
So-
scared what might happen if they fuck it up.
Then, for everybody else that did roll stealth and wish to sneak around, the map is yours around the outskirts. For it, these pillars, so the pillars are here and here and here, technically here. They're 10 foot, as is the big legs. For everybody else, however, who is walking on in, the area is very much covered in hard dirt. As you see, the
Oh, I can't wait to
Oh my
suck on
god,
those
I've used this
stone
exact map
toes.
before.
Gark brought it in, it was there, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just turn this black and white, it can be useful.
Yeah, no, I've used it before, funny enough.
But as you
Wait, we didn't even think of a game plan, really.
wigging it is my favourite game plan. See.
Okay, well, Sad Face's game plan was to rob these people blind, so...
I mean, you are stealthing as yourself. You know, you are doing the stealth.
He'd exit. At this point, he'd exit stealth in that case.
These two are
not much use in trying to do it.
Talking in Elvish to each other, and you get this idea they're talking about the history of it and being the masters of their own particular.
Does anyone speak Elvish?
Hello, people.
Dundee, funnily enough, speaks. No, he actually doesn't. Oh, it's so fantastic that no one who's walked up speaks Elvish. So therefore, this conversation... Yeah, no one speaks Elvish.
My one gripe with... Well, one of my few gripes with D&D 2024 is that you don't learn your race's language. You have to choose it.
That's actually been a thing for a while. Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, do not worry why I have this book already prepped. Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes gave Eladrin both Elvish and Sylvan, but then when they showed up again in Mordenkainen's multiverse, they got Common and one other language. So they lost their native tongues.
I hate that.
Yeah. If you speak Slaven, wouldn't you understand bits and pieces? Or how does that work?
Okay, I would say the difference between Sylvan and Elvish would be the difference between Gaelic and Gallic. They're very similar in certain places, but they are...
There's two different... Okay.
You know.
I thought it was like Portuguese and Spanish.
No, they can have a conversation. They can. That's more of like the spelling is an issue, and certain pronunciations. But
Sad Face would open his arms in a welcoming embrace, and cough. Hello.
Shadder Shadow Dancer turns.
He shatters him.
Yes. Oh, why? What's going on here?
Man, you talk very slowly. These are my companions, and we just came from big battle. We're wondering what you twos are doing here. It is dangerous, don't you know?
It's dangerous to go alone. Take the sword.
Stabs him.
Yeah, it's your gift.
Looking for something in particular. Something stolen.
Oh, I am very good with stolen things. Maybe we could help.
The other one.
May I introduce myself?
As you see fit.
You can call me Sir Sad Face. I will be honest, we are on honest marriage terms. It is an alias. Looks back at Braska and winks, although I suppose you couldn't really see that part, but...
Today's episode, Garg is wearing a mask once more.
I forgot who the Braska dude was. I forgot what Sad Face's other identity is. Please, Q, help.
Rosgar's just gonna stand behind you and...
No, I need the name. I need to know the name.
The name of what? Sorry.
Oh, that other guy.
Yeah, Braska was like, "Oh, is it you? I thought you died." And Sad was like, "Yeah,
like
yeah, it's me."
Victor, Igor, Varric. Varric is the name.
Barry.
Varric.
Okay, I need to write them down real quick. Thank you. You can do your thing. Braska was going to do something, I think.
Oh, I was just gonna stand. I'm just standing behind you, acting like a bodyguard, sort of thing. I'm keeping my
Oh, my
mouth
chief
shut.
is my bodyguard.
I'm just backing you up here. I'm not talking to these shadow cows.
Oh, we're
My-
getting
my-
racist.
My chief, my captain, and my translator are all behind me, making me do the talking.
Oh, these guys are speaking the common tongue now.
Yeah, I know, but Zendini has a tongue spell, just in case. What should we call you two?
Messengers.
Okay, I get it. You are wary because of Shadowfell and stuff. Why are messengers looking for stolen something? I need to vomit.
Was something.
Sorry, ignore that last part.
Was something that we lost on our watch. There's the other one at the back pipes up, and therefore must find again. Else we will face punishment.
You had a... What were you watching over here? If you lost it in this, looks around, place of worship? Question mark?
This was the last place we were able to divine its location. And so
Might I ask whose location?
Its location.
Yeah, the
Might I ask
item
whose
they lost.
Might I ask whose location?
A powerful artifact.
I wish I had the message spell. I say out of character. Well, are they? Do they have shovels or anything?
No. They seemed very much to just be looking around at the stone first. It doesn't look like they've been here very long, as there's like no dug up dirt or anything.
If you'll let us know roughly what you are looking for, maybe we can help look with you. You know, more merrier.
We are looking for a jade.
If only you had the utility spells.
A jade. A jade gem. Okay. Will. I am going to try something that might fuck us over a little bit. I'm gonna do subtle spell, and I'd like to try and charm the one that looks like a leader, the one that's been talking the most.
The front one? Cool.
And I think it has advantage, or it's immune, and I really hope it's not the latter.
You cast the spell on the creature, and as it does, it just kind of looks upon you.
Well, it hasn't attacked yet, so
It hasn't
this might
attacked
be a good
yet,
thing.
but oh, it's such a good thing I got the book here. Because the stat block is telling me contradictions. We'll see.
Okay, that worries me.
Don't
That
elves,
worries
like
me.
Fae or elves, have like
Yeah.
This
advantage with
this
charm
creature-
effects, or like
right,
unable to give
this
able to
creature
speak?
is a contradiction. Even printed. Condition immunities, charmed. Fey ancestry, advantage on saving
Okay.
throws against being charmed.
Huh.
So they've wasted ink to print that part because it's fucking immune.
Alright, well, this is worrisome.
It just kind of looks at you. I'm gonna watch it, like, shudders for a moment. Like that feeling where, like, you have goosebumps that kind of run up your spine and cause you to get that little tingle in the back of your neck that you just can't explain. But it happens from time to time, and it neither feels good nor bad. That.
Is it visible on his face?
Yeah, because he does kind of, like, you know, twist his face a little as it happens, but... Is he...
I want.
Yep.
Sorry.
There you go.
I want to ask him, "Are you okay?" And I want to ask you if I can make a deception check to hide that I might have just tried to charm him, like in my voice, something like that. You know, like a sincere "Are you okay?"
I mean, subtle spell wouldn't give you away anyway, so
I know, but how I ask, "Are you okay?" might. So I just want to make sure.
You can go ahead and roll deception to say that. What's your saying it, yeah?
Here you go.
Did you mean to make that just to me?
Yes.
Okay. See. Kind of looks at you, and as he does, someone walked over my grave.
Oh, you are undead?
It's a figure of speech.
Oh,
After all, in our
So
work,
you-
there must be some comedy for some.
can I give him a look? Sees up and downsies. Yeah, is there like meat on the bones? Is he like well built? Things like that.
Quite gaunt, I would say,
Shit.
but
Wouldn't-
also seems to have very thick chains wrapped around their arms that don't particularly look light. And they're a very handsy talker.
I mean, probably wouldn't sell very well in that case. I'm talking about selling the body parts, not the man into slavery.
that's
change
a lot
man,
better,
though.
yeah.
Garkolbus
Change
says,
I guess no one else pipes up, so I guess Sandface will just go, I'll help look for a little bit, and if I find, I'll let you know.
I hate to
Always thought
interrupt, but
so.
have you guys seen any portals towards like something that isn't the Shadowfell? This place is a little depressing. Kind of want to leave.
No, power word kill.
this plane, we can pass through with ease, yes. Portals are not something we have, but particular spells are things that we can get our hands on if we need.
How do I do that?
Aren't there lots of portals in the bigger cities?
There are, yes.
What if we kissed?
I'd get erect.
Oh, that certainly would not help with the searching.
I am here.
Quick glance around. I am here. Very quick glance around. Is there like a stone that really takes my eye? I don't want to fully search the entire place, so this is just a quick glance. Is there anything noteworthy on the ground?
All looks rather quick, plain, and boring, to be honest. Everything here is covered in what you can assume is moss. It's been that way for a while. The area does look quite undisturbed. I would say you can roll an insight check as well if you like, given...
Yeah, you say undisturbed, but they were here on a watch, so that makes me...
I mean undisturbed, like, you know, it doesn't look like a massive battle took place here, or a giant multi-dimensional planar chicken landed here. You know?
That
But
would be a lovely creature to face.
Chicken jockey.
I'll hurt you. You get the feeling that this guy's not been entirely honest with you from the get-go.
Oh, I was kind of counting on that.
Him not being honest or him being honest?
Not being honest, what the fuck?
I'm
What's
not
going
getting
I
to know
wouldn't
you.
be honest either. To be honest, weirdly enough, I haven't been honest since my character was introduced.
It's a character? Damn, I thought it was a
Is
DM NPC. Fuck.
It's my OC self.
But I guess, you know, it makes sense. That's why I've been showing up every session.
See.
Hard to get rid of.
I thought you were co-DMing.
Is anyone else like piping up or doing anything? It's a lot of talking and looking around right now.
I just
Ross.
got back. I have no idea what's going on here.
I'm
You think I'll
I'm
do it?
listening in. Like, can I do a perception check to see if I see anything Jade-like? Like, just, you know.
Oh god, no, they won't shut up. Sure. Everything looks quite boring and plain, and doesn't seem to be anything Jade-like even remotely here.
So, I have pretty good eye for treasure, but there doesn't seem to be anything here. I very quickly, in a span of half a second, I'd like for him to think in his hollow mind and see if he knows the arcane eye spell. He does not. I am ever so vigilant, and I did not see a Jade anywhere. Are you sure we are looking for Jade?
I'm positive we are looking for Jade. She's
I
very
like the play on
important to
words.
us.
Positive in Shadowfell is. Sorry, go ahead.
I did not say anything.
You were quite literally talking, and I talked over you.
Is that what you wish to believe?
No, this quite literally what happened. Please, he looks around. Please, guys, back me up.
What's going on?
Rosgar would
Dead
look,
quiet. Dead
Rosgar
quiet.
was-
Okay.
Rosgar would just look towards Varric or Mr. Sadface and say, "Weren't you taking us somewhere?"
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck with your Jade.
See.
Does Sadface have a map of the Shadowfell?
Oh, so yeah. So yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah. Goodbye. You are something. I'll keep that to myself, and he'll probably walk off.
You are something. I'll keep that to myself.
The Shadow Dancer takes a step forward. And you see the Brazgar, Blair, you just watch as the other one kind of takes a bit of a wider berth. It always seems to be keeping away from you, almost deliberately. As this one comes through and looks at Zandini. There is a portal quite a ways from here.
Oh, can you bring me there?
No.
Do you have a map?
It is all the way down to the
River?
and the sea.
Oh, from the river to the sea? Free to Shadowfell?
That's going to age so horribly. We're going to be called Zionists now, guys.
Can I roll insight?
What? How are we? Oh my god.
There is a place.
Free Palestine!
There is a place
Damn.
much further down. It is.
If only I had my bird friend to fly me there.
Autumn Haven. It's quite a ways away.
Fucking everything's a ways away.
About a week's journey
Oh, I have time. I have no
I-
rush to be anywhere.
by griffins.
Oh. I can walk. If only we had the druid here, they could fly me. Wait, do you know where the portal leads?
Leads to a plane of existence.
What? Fucking no shit! What plane?
That's the first time I heard Sandini tweak out.
It's about portals too.
Not this one.
Well, if it's a fucking Feywild, I've already been there!
Have you been to the material plane?
Yes!
Oh.
Yes, I have been.
If you've already been there, then you won't want this portal either. Basgar, an insight check for what exactly? But barring this absolute bullying and character building.
I am just trying to see if he's being honest about telling us to go somewhere, because I would assume it's bullshit. But what does a 5 get me?
Good question. Let's ask the charisma check. Wow! Wow, that is... You know, for a charisma caster, that's bad. You have absolutely no reason to disbelieve him. He is giving this information in the most deadpan, locking eyes the entire time, not blinking, barely moving as he says this.
It's as if he wouldn't care if we went there or not, basically.
He wouldn't care if you went there or not, but it also seems like he's speaking from experience, because he rolled a fucking 3.
Plus.
That's with modifier.
Mhm.
And it's not in that one. Stupid fucking shadow dancer. That is...
Rosgar would thank him and follow up with Varric.
There is one more place. Because I am in a generous and giving mood. It is opposite of Evernight, past the wood, situated between the Evernight woods and the dark wood.
Yes? Is the portal to another plane?
An old keep.
One that I haven't been yet?
Potentially. It is an old keep. Run down and abandoned, but used by the followers of the Raven Queen. Held steadfast by an Aarakocra named Ahi. Though he's
Bless
not
you.
been feeling himself recently. So it may have been overrun since then, and you may have to fight your way through. But you won't be sold to slavery or eaten. Raven Queen forbid I see you again in the next 100 moons.
Well, there is a moon every night, so I guess it's not too bad.
Overrun by who?
What did he say? 100 moons about what?
God forbid I see you within 100 moons. Oh no, I don't want, like, you know, God forbid I see you in the next 100 days, 3 months.
Hmm.
Well,
But
if there's a portal to
I'll be
another,
by the time.
if there's a portal to another plane, you won't ever see me again.
I pray it so.
You ain't the only one.
What do you think is payment here?
Payment?
Give the man some corpse bits.
It is your choice how you get there. I will
gonna
not
ask
stop you. Yes?
I'm gonna ask him a question. I'm gonna ask him: is it normal to collect body parts to trade for in local settlements?
Don't ask that. Please don't ask that.
Too late.
I have no recollection of anything like this, but that's not to say people won't do it. Orcas' followers are everywhere, and my queen won't stand for it any longer.
Hey, Sir
who are
Sadface,
everywhere?
are you a worshipper of Orcas?
Sadface has already walked off long ago. He's assuming you guys are following him.
Hey, guys, do you think Sir Sadface is a follower of Orcas?
I'm gonna ask the Shadow Kai who is Orcas and what is their beliefs.
Orcas is a vile god. Death. He and his kind deserve nothing bar eternal damnation.
Wow.
God, unquote, of undeath. He must be eliminated.
And the worshippers of Orcas are known
Must
to collect
be
body parts.
eliminated by any means necessary.
Are the worshippers of Orcas known for collecting body parts of corpses?
Fuel their necromantic needs.
God forbid a god is a hobby.
Well, Brazgar's gonna thank him and catch up with Varric.
My heart keeps sinking into my chest whenever you say flank him. 'Cause all I can think of is you just shank him from behind.
Flank on.
Thank him.
Donkey Sean.
Oh my god, he's a German! Blow him up! Gas chamber!
The creatures. The Shadowkai look at you, give you a little nod. His head on out once more. You see the town quite a ways away down the road. You also see the road goes further on, deeper into the lands.
The road goes ever on and on.
In which direction do you go?
Sadface is making his way to Evernight as far as he's aware.
Is Sadface going in the same direction that these guys told us to go?
He's following the road, is what we'll say.
Is it the same general direction?
You could say so.
Are we going to
So it's a pretty clear yes or no.
Evernight, or are we going to check?
Well, you see,
portals?
you were told to go one way, which was the way he said in regards to like the portal was all the way back, kind of past the way you came. The problem is the way you came, you know, is a mountain to a dead end. So therefore, the only other way to go is to follow the road. You see how that becomes a problem real quick. If there's only one road, that one road leads everywhere.
Seeing as Sadface has a map, would you be kind enough for me, or to tell me so I can know? Wow, this is not going well for me. Where we are on the map exactly, or where we are on my map exactly.
You should see the Faerun map up the top left that you should be able to, Tomb of Annihilation style, just quickly jump to.
Oh, I was. Oh, okay. So we are exactly there because I was thinking of a Shadowfell map.
When you do it like kind of 1-to-1-ish, if you were to lay them over the top, it's the same thing. The only problem is my dumbass has only just realised that this is technically a river. God forbid a map have off-roads. You know.
Oh, he'd follow the river in that case to what would be Drowning Keep in that case, I believe.
Drowning Keep. Which be watered.
Scott, Brasgar's been in the Shadowfell for at least 10 years. Would I have knowledge of where he's going compared to where these guys are telling us to go?
Yeah. I would say that of all the places they told you to go, one of them was... Fuck. One of them was... Let me get out our little pens. Let's use the Naranja pen. One of them was somewhere around... I want to say somewhere around here-ish. I've got to get the exact map out. It's quite a ways away that we're sending you though. Where is that? It says here it's by Eastway between Sembia and Cormir. Okay, don't know where that kinda is, but sure. You know, they were sending you somewhere over by here.
Oh.
They then also said there was a place somewhere between these two sets of woods.
Oh.
I will make a small annotation.
Huh?
Shit, what was the other one? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Once I know the exact location, because God forbid... Where's here?
Well, actually, that's better.
There's the map of the Shadowfell.
No, it's the map of Cormyr. It's specifically Cormyr I'm looking for. Once you get there, Cormyr, and then there's the forest here, and then yeah, so it is just about here. There we go. Past. There we go. Final answer. I'll move this part over here. Bish.
So those are the location of 2 portals. Like,
Yeah, these are portal placements, portal suggestions, if you will.
The 2 ones on the left, there's where the Shadow Kai told us to go. The 2 purple ones.
One of them is werewolves. That one might need to disappear.
I thought I'd got rid of that one, to be fair. So I'll quickly take this one here. This here is a 2x2. And then... I'm pushing the wrong buttons, there we go. Use different colours for different things. But yeah, these 2 orange ones are the suggestions by the Shadow Kai as to where you may find portals. As well as that, you also know that there is probably going to be one in Waterdeep area and one in what would be Neverwinter area.
What area is Varric taking us? What general direction is he pushing us towards?
Closer,
Evernight.
yeah, closer to the ocean. Technically, what would be Neverwinter here on the map.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
right, sorry.
Don't worry. You can write down the names as you need as well. I'm not going to stop you. But how many days travel are we doing? By foot, that's 4 days. For 100 miles. Go as the crow flies, you know. Get to Daggerford in, what is about 12 days. Waterdeep by about 16. Evernight by just under 20 days. Just under 20 days. But as you are heading on out, down past all of this. Again, the doom and gloom taking over. 2 potential plot hook leads, if you will. You are currently making your way towards what you believe to be 2 of them, because there was actually 3 and I'm just really bad at math. You head on down through the area. Wildlife is almost nil and void. Somehow, despite the fact that you have literally been in a hag's lair and you saw the regional effects of that, this is still somehow creepier. though your perception isn't being fucked with in any way, shape, or form, it's still quite jarring that everything here just is black and white. Everything is depressing. Everyone seems so done with life. And yous are, without a shadow of a doubt, completely out of your depths. But still, yous keep on trucking.
Luckily, we have the friends we made along the way.
How dare you?
I thought we ditched what's his name.
You guys are friends?
Well, yeah. Oh, a sad face is moving. I keep wanting to say smiles. I'm missing.
I keep writing smiles. Don't worry. I write smiles. It's don't need to worry about that, buddy.
You should change the sorrows.
Too late now. That's
No,
the thing.
I'll keep
No,
that
it's
side
never too
face.
late.
It's too late.
Okay, 3 days grace. Simmer down.
The man who apologize.
Sad face is going to keep moving. He's going to be zoning out for a while. During which I will grab a drink.
Yep.
So, yeah, be gone for a moment.
What is everybody else doing at this moment in time? What's the conversation like on the road? Whilst I no word of a lie look through a monster manual.
I think Gandini's just gonna skip ahead and like, we're gonna go to the portal. Just do himself and nobody likes it. God, I'm making this the most unlikable character. This time it's on purpose.
What's everybody else doing?
Brasgar is gonna stand at the very back of the party, trying to just basically protecting them from behind. And he'll talk to himself.
How many days is this again into our journey?
Let's play a game of timey wimey. We'll see. We'll say right now, you're definitely on day 2 for certain, after coming down the mountain and having a long rest. This is day 2 of being in the Shadowfell. Day 2 in the Shadowfell house.
Do I need to roll a safety if I'm depressed yet?
Brasgar is gonna ask
Already
Blur.
depressed.
Yay!
I'm gonna ask Blur where he came from.
What do you mean?
You said you've come from the material plane, didn't you?
Right. That's what you meant. Yes, the material plane.
Whereabouts? How did you...
A fort about, 3 weeks travel from Neverwinter?
Probably.
The name of it was Fort... I feel like I renamed it Fort Badass, but you wouldn't know it by that name. To rub this temple together. Renfrey, you're smart. Do you remember?
Where we were going or where we came from?
Where we came from, that keep.
Not Joe.
I think it was called Keep something.
Yeah, keep. Yeah, that was a keep.
Let me check my notes.
He looks over the road. You have notes?
Brasgar would ask you down, what made you want to become an adventurer?
Amnesia and then obligation.
Obligation?
Yeah. I guess it's one of those. You should sort of like take out his gun and start spinning that shit, just like spinning it hardcore, just spinning it like he's Oslo spinning it. So it's a long story. I'm not sure how much I've already told you, but do you know about the Grim Hollow? The Grim Hollow. Grim.
I know nothing about the Grim Hollow.
The Grim Hollow is so let's just say an army, a legion of undead that were wronged by this entity that conceptualizes death, and they are unable to die fully, and they seek to destroy the artifacts which caused them the state that which they're in, and they've created a great amount of atrocities for this. I do not know what snapped me out of it. Well, I know what snapped me out of it, but I don't know why it snapped me out of it. But
And it's your mission to stop the Grim Hollow.
it's my mission to right the wrongs of the universe. You know, I've rode on a pale horse for millennia. I brought death to many, but I'm just making up for it until I die. And I guess that's just it.
And are you also obsessed with portals?
No, that's just me.
Yeah, no, that's just him. I mean, personally, right? I think that we may end up maybe 50, 60 years in the future from when we left.
I've heard time does flow differently.
Yeah, it's not really predictable, but sometimes you just get a feeling in your bones.
You have anybody you love back in the material realm?
You sort of like look over the bundle of idiots before them. You would say just this gaggle of morons, but there are a few that aren't with us.
Well, at least they're with you, and they won't be dead of old age back home.
I don't think Bree will ever die of old age.
The fuck you mean with that?
I don't hear you right now. You're not here.
Hold on, Blair loves Brie. Sorry, I was reading something and only half listening.
Nah, he's like.
What do you mean by that? I don't think Bree. I don't think Bree's an elf.
Bree lives a very on the edge lifestyle. Impulsive.
Oh, so they're an edger.
Yes. And they take mighty fine risks for mighty fine rewards, and sometimes that type of personality leads to an early grave.
But you said they wouldn't die, so what do you mean by that?
Like, she wouldn't die of old age, like she would die before old age.
Oh. Yeah. So you think she would have killed herself by now?
No.
Indirectly.
Yes.
Yeah, see?
Man,
I think she should.
Somebody needs to take that shovel off of Ruby right now. For Ruby's own sake. Someone's
Huh?
gonna get hurt, and it's gonna be Ruby.
What did you say to me?
Did someone? They need to take that shovel off of you right now.
Because you think I'm burying the gays?
No. Because you're gonna ask a question and get an answer you don't like the answer to.
No, otherwise I wouldn't ask it.
I'm gonna say there's been a small, brief time pass. You know, let's be really nice. Who would like to roll 1d14 of all numbers?
Me.
He said she was 14.
Good then. Also, yeah, I found it. It's called the Keep on the Borderland.
It's number 4 that I'm looking for here. Is it bringing in the map this time? Oh wow, it brought in the map and everything. How lovely. Bueno. 4 days. Nice. That's 4 days have passed since you's left off. 5th day into the journey now. Yous are walking around. Yous are enjoying each other's company, trying to fend off the quite literal depression. And it's I mean, it's going well, all things considered. Yous have each other, and that's a lot for love. You know, yous are giving it a shot. Wow.
I'll give it a shot. Kurt Cobain style.
But as yous are here now, I've been looking at creatures to bring in, so this will be hilarious. Trust. It's so slow. Yous at some point whilst walking hear this shambling noise. It's been very quiet on the road for quite some time, but now you hear the shambles coming from the tree line. The best amongst yous in this regard, Brazgar, and I'm just gonna once again say Smiles. Yous know that something out there is tracking yous. Yous are being watched by goodness knows what, and who knows what. But something is tracking yous. There we go.
Can I try to reverse track the tracker? The anti-track reverse track? The track?
You can try. You can make a perception check if you wish.
Do I get advantage? From the thing.
If he's doing this, I would assume that I would have relayed the information, so I'm going to be louder than normal to try to grab whatever's following us' attention so he could do that.
You do not have advantage on this check, no. It does not count on your Teamercraft.
Alright. It's not a survival check against Fey Fiends or Undead.
It's neither a Fey, nor a Fiend, nor an Undead.
Alright, so it's a, what is it, a perception?
A Perception.
Let's see it. Damn.
Plus
Sorry,
D4.
could Sadface make one as well?
Yeah. You're aware.
Said he's...
Yeah, you and Brasgar are both very much aware that you're being tracked by something. So you can, by all means, make a perception check at advantage.
Wait.
It's not very good now, is it?
Once
Something.
again, what's the... Is it Alt, is it? Alt?
Well, whoever's following you, whoever's tracking you, has been very stealthy. Wow. It knows what you are doing, and it's trying its hardest to make its presence unknown. You haven't heard any snaps or cracks. It's been the rustling of the wind that has caught your eye, the rustling of leaves and trees as you've looked round and caught a glimpse of something that seemed to move ever so quickly behind a tree. It was hard to see, and it was... I'm going to use a word, but only after I've googled it to see if I got it right. For you, it was quite amorphous. That's the word I'm looking for.
What was the question?
What was it, sir?
Sorry, what was the question I asked?
What was it? What did we see? Along those
Like, what
lines.
did you ask? Never mind.
Alright. That's kind of what it is. And you're aware that it's been tracking you for quite some time.
What's the terrain like? Is it a foresty area? Is it rocky? Is there hills, or what is it?
Very light foresty. There's an awful lot of trees on each end, but it's also quite a wide road as well.
And the thing is sort of bopping between tree to tree following us? Is that the sort of deal?
Yeah.
And is the trees thin enough for us to try to tell the size of the creature?
These are some quite thick old trees that have grown quite densely towards each other. The amount that you saw of the creature was quite thin.
Do you think it's those two Shadowkai that are following us?
Sandface will pipe up and go, "Oh, sometimes you just need to show you're not afraid." And he'll plop in quick succession, if possible, just like 3 firebolts in a general direction of the woods. As kind of like a message of, I know you're there.
Yeah.
And hopefully they won't retaliate. But he'll do that and just kind of keep walking on.
As you fire those off, you hear a screech that seems to come from the forest. As it does, you hear something. And again, I think it's not you, Yados, nor is it Renfrey. It is not Zandini. I'm loving these notes. It is not Sarad. And it is... Oh, come on. Yes, baby! You hear this screech, followed by this almost guttural, rhythmic hum that seems to have syllables. It's a language that you don't seem to understand. But the learned amongst yous would know it as deep speech.
I'd like to cast tongues.
One thing that he's useful for, right?
I want to be a diplomat.
Hear that?
I'm sorry, Aldous. I know he's your friend.
You hear the words come out. Your attacks are nothing more than dreams to my nightmares. I will drink.
With that being said, Brasgar's gonna fucking.
Sorry, just okay, no bother. Let's move. Yeah, you go.
I'm just gonna fucking charge this fucker.
Yeah. You charge into the woods. I will make the assumption that the Great Sandini has gone ahead and told you what's being said.
Yes, you would translate.
Sprint on into the woods. You soon come to a clearing, if you will.
I assume we follow him.
You're ranged, are you not? Most of you.
But why are we doing this?
We've been followed for days. Were we not?
Yeah, so
No token
we
vision.
just keep going on.
currently.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because your tokens are. Is everybody following?
Yeah. At
What's
least
the
I will
first
be
one?
following.
What did I say again?
I was testing Vero on this map. Forgot about that.
Zero.
Yeah.
Hero,
It's
you're
follow.
alive!
We saw her.
Oh my god, my great friend!
Sadface will follow, unfortunately.
I'm gonna put this little here, so that way we have a distinct north. As you look upon this area, you see a massive pit. More brambled cut trees on one side. It looks like this was once a mining operation, now abandoned. There are corpses littering the ground. You see the large area where people would once have walked out of, now empty. The dirt hardened in certain places over time. The rock face remains unmined. And in the very centre, you can see a small fence. Around that fence, you can see that there have been rock blasted out. And in the middle, you see a large pool of dirt with the skull of a rather large draconic-like creature.
Do I recognize it?
That was a smooth pop.
Michael.
This is the one that's been talking to Zandini, isn't it?
Don't know that. You're just seeing what you're seeing. I'm describing the scene for you.
Roscoe's gonna shout towards Zandini and say, Zandini, is this your friend?
Yeah!
Everyone's his fucking friend.
He's talking about, I don't know.
He's talking
figured it
about,
out
I
yet.
don't know.
About things. We were having a great conversation.
Come on, Zandini, you should talk to him. Come on up.
Okay! Hello, friend! Where's my friend? I don't see my friend.
Sadface will tap Brasgar in the back and kind of whisper, "Ooh, this will kill him, you know."
I yearn for the mines. He'll be fine.
You step down into this pit. It's not very steep at the moment. Like, It is a steep decline, but it's smoothed out very nice. You've all of your purchase. You'd think it'd be difficult terrain, but no. And as you look down deeper, you don't see any movement.
Well, what's the worst that could happen? Sounds like there's friends down here. Maybe they know where a portal is.
You
Friends!
look down into the dirt, into the mud. There are more bodies around. They are in a greater state than the others. Whereas some of them are skeletons, these seem to be maybe a few
Miners.
weeks old.
Oh my god,
have-
miners! I love those.
Oh.
Hey, Suki.
You look upon this great pit. You hear, for those of you who do not speak the language, this
Sorry, real quick. Is Yados going to move as well? Just so he's not, you know.
I'll assume that Yados is moving.
Oh yeah, I'm playing Yados, aren't I?
Danny's not
Yeah,
saying you're
you
moving
fucking
deeper or
bitch.
anything.
Yeah, man. Even when Yados is here, I still gotta play Yados. What the fuck?
Hello, anybody here?
As all of you move in, you hear this. And then he hears, closer.
Oh my god, they're inviting us in. Let's go.
As you step over the mire into the pit, could you make just real quick for me a nice, good perception check? Pulls and thank you.
Everyone?
There you go.
No, it's Andy. It's Andy right there. I mean, I guess everybody now. No, I've got Zandini's number first and foremost. Or don't. Fucking dealer's choice.
What's going on?
It's like,
Rolling
big
perception.
perception checks. So everybody just Sandini right now. Okay, now everybody else can. Quiet.
I was waiting for someone else to
Hey,
go
yo,
first.
Let's
There we go.
4 o'clock.
Nice.
Hey, yeah, that's right from D&D Beyond. Nice, that came through.
Nice. Proud of you.
Damn. Oh, Yados
Some-
sucks. Mine was better.
Someone is probably going to want to share screens for Yados on this one here as you watch Sandini is in the dirt. The singular eye opens and arises as this tentacle seems to start moving towards you. We finna gonna have to roll initiative.
Oh my god, it's a baby!
It's a baby holder.
Baby holder.
No, that's a sling.
It's a death kiss.
That's a baby holder.
Oh, actually, could Sadface make a check to see if he knows?
Yeah, and Brasgar as well. Hey, hi, so this is probably a good time to go ahead and put a pause on it, take a break, do whatever you need to do. We're going to go through some quick adverts real quick, and then we'll get right back to the game at hand. First and foremost, we are still available on Patreon and Coffee. Links are above, name is above here. There is now a ton of maps for different AD&D modules, some Dragonland stuff in there as well, and some stuff that I've actually used in games as well. So go ahead, take a little look. You can support me on there if you wish. You can just subscribe here. Dealer's choice, either way. It's got stuff on it now. Now we are still partnered with the guys over at AdverntureOn. Yes, we are with them. Community of now over 1,000 members who are here playing D&D. Be that Play by Post, Boundary, Roll20, Owlbear. It's there, ready to play. Plenty of DMs, even more players. Open welcome community. Links below and also on screen. Enjoy. And there's a go live time. This is when games will go live here on YouTube and you'll be able to see them. So that is firstly in the Europeans, 8 PM CEST, 7 PM GMT. In the States, that's 2 p.m. EST, 1 p.m. CST, and 11 a.m. PST. On Mondays we head up to the frigid north of the Sword Coast once more to Icewind Dale to face the rime of the Frostmaiden. On Tuesdays we trade the frost with the tropics as we head down to Chult for Tomb of Annihilation to stop the Death Curse. On Thursdays we keep things eldritch with Vecna, Eve of Ruin, the 1-20 game where I even bring in new dungeon masters to run it with me as a player. Things are getting weird now. Keeping us firmly in the northern part of the Sword Coast, every second Saturday DM King takes me and a bunch of mates through the lost mine of Phandelver where we try to find the obelisks and what lies below. Now things get real fun in 2025 because on Saturdays or Fridays, depending upon where you are, we have Dungeon of the Mad Mage. On a Friday it will be 5 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. CST and 8 p.m. EST. However, on a Saturday, 1 a.m. GMT, 2 a.m. CEST and 9 a.m. Hong Kong Standard Time because we have players there. And as a spicy extra bonus, Dungeon of the Mad Mage will go weekly, no more time between. Every weekend, unless something comes up, you will be treated to a Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Now I managed to stay in all of my clothes the whole time, so without further ado, let's get back to the game. And by all accounts, Gateboss as well, given his line of duty.
Damn, would Blair know?
A history, is it?
Fuck you, Blair.
What was it?
Is it a Fey undead or?
It's not a fair and undead, no.
Aberration.
Yeah.
That seems-
History or Arcana for yourselves. History or Arcana, your choice.
Well, shit, never mind.
Sad
so
face, not really an idea as to what this is, though Gark himself may. Bazgar, you look at this thing and you've seen it before. This here is a death kiss. I was about to call it a kiss of death.
I don't need to roll Arcana to know it's a friend.
You want to roll initiative on that one there,
No.
real quick, Ruby?
Yes. God be shamed he just lost.
And I think Gateboss with the 22, and that's
Nice.
very nice. You know this as a death kiss as well. With a nat 20 on the 22, you would be aware that these creatures are often more or less the result of the power of a beholder. You know that a beholder can just will shit into existence. This is what happens when in the dream the beholder has a nightmare about losing all of its blood. And you know that this thing fucking yearns for blood. In the same way that Bazgar yearns for the mines.
Yep.
So you've got to go ahead and roll
What?
initiative on there as well. Yeah.
What's the creature called again?
Death Kiss.
Kiss.
Yeah, Kiss.
Thank you. Yeah, this isn't on the combat tracker yet.
I don't know if he wants to roll it in D&D Beyond or if he wants someone to roll it for him.
He did roll a natural 20 for initiative.
No, that's Arcana.
Oh, that was Arcana. Okay, never mind.
Well, a natural 20 perception check, and I learned that it's a circle.
Yeah, you're.
That's so stupid.
Oh, it's another nat 20 that you've rolled there, Yados. That is a nat 20 Arcana check. Yeah, your Arcana is a 22 for a nat 20 for 22, which just came through. Now asking for an initiative check, which in this case I suppose is just a dexterity check. No, checking. Nice. 11. I'll quickly update you like that. Update combatant. Yep, and you've got a 0 initiative modifier. So the great news is this is the world's greatest split initiative, with use at the top and the creature in the middle, and use at the bottom. Things are about to get hairy in Caillou's house, and just to be safe, because this is a creature I've never actually run before in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, fun fact: if you just want to take like Shadowfell creatures, just take Underdark creatures, ladies and gentlemen. I know. Apparently they're one and the same. So, I will do my best to describe things as you do need them, Danny. If need be, someone can share the screen for you. But we'll see how things go with my descriptive text. Let's change the combat to something a little more... I don't know, Combat Pack 3 in here. Oh well. I'm sure we can put it on at some point. But... oh, Alpha's streaming it. Nice. Sadface, you are up as this creature lunges forth and it tries to put tentacles around Zandini. You are very much aware that that's not a bueno thing to do.
No, that's a friend.
Oh, what a drag.
If not friend, why friendship? You know.
Sadface will attempt to do a whistle and just kind of spit in the air. Point at...
oh my god, it's an Esmar.
I was thinking the same joke.
And
Hound of
summon
Omen.
a Hound of El Omen.
You should have the ability just to click the summon button and summon the creature.
Your shadow magic
It
sorcerer?
is, yeah.
Ew.
Ew. I did, it's behind the Death Kiss. And I'll just go, oh, go. Target that one. And we'll then firebolt against the Death Kiss
Oh my god, he's called the Wolf Coco.
to mark it.
Does the creature roll its own initiative, or does it follow your initiative order?
It
Also, is the video okay?
rolls its own initiative.
Kill. Do you want to roll the initiative from the sheet for me? I've got it into the tracker.
Can I open his sheet?
You
I
should
can.
have.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. I can. Here we go.
7.
7.
Nice.
And
So you click off a firebolt towards this boy here. It hits. It does a whopping 11 points of damage as you smack a bitch. Anything else? Blair.
no, that would be it. Thank you.
Hello?
Hi.
I hear my dog going, but I'm gonna get do this quick. Alright, bonus action. Right, I will use my Rite of Dawn. It will cost me where's the fucking thing? Blood curses. No, Rite of Dawn. No, it's not that one. It's the it's a roll of my dice. I think it's just 1d6.
You Hemocraft?
Yeah, I just don't see it on the sheet.
How many of them do you get?
What?
How many Hemocraft die are you supposed to get?
Let me 5e. It's just 1d6 at this level. What level are we right now? Yeah, it's 6.
6.
Yeah, it's 1d6.
Do you just get a single d6 Hemocraft?
What do you mean? That's just the damage I took.
Okay. So you take one necrotic damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I go to shoot the thing.
Yup.
Twice.
You fire into Blicky.
The Blicky got blocked.
21 for 11 will hit. 22 for 5 for a total of 16 will hit this boy here.
Hell yeah.
Anything else?
And then going back up 10 feet. And that'll be it.
Yeah, that's right here.
Alright, we're back.
Okay. I'm gonna start off with Rage.
Of
course.
Takes an extra 2 damage, sorry, for your Hemocraft die. And then you get Ragey. You get, make him big, god damn it. Not a phrase I thought I'd be hearing. That is a... cool. The shrink or enlarge here isn't working. Give me a little sec. I have a size picker. We have size picker at home. Now what's this one here? This is size picker at home. Yeah. Monk's little D. What? That ain't it here. Ah, goodness gracious. Kill, kill. Kill. Sorry, it's pulled in some stuff that it shouldn't have. Ah. Jesus. So I don't know why the token sizer just stopped working all of a sudden. Can't explain that. What's a notepad? Try once more. That's the light picker. We don't want the light picker. The light picker will do nothing.
Don't pick on the light. It's innocent.
Big macro. Size. There we go. You go to a large creature. There we go.
Okay, so I'm gonna... Since this creature hasn't taken a turn, all of my attacks do an extra 2d6 for my first turn in combat.
Sneak attack, sneaky. It's yeah.
Yes. So my attack would be 5d6. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Here was it? Surprise attack. If you hit a creature with an attack roll, the creature takes 2d6 damage if it hasn't taken a turn yet in combat. I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna roll recklessly.
18 for 17 hits.
And then do I roll?
We'll just do it at the end when we see how much you've hit, because I'm just going to take all the damage off in one go, as it is technically bludgeoning damage.
I'll do the same thing again.
Yep. Okay, 28 points of damage, and then 46.
For 6d6 would it not be? Because another 1d6 from Elemental Cleaver. That doesn't apply to my weapon.
So we're doing the 2d6 right now for the sneak, and then we'll throw in the extra Elemental Cleaver after that.
So what, 4d6?
So yeah, 46. Additional 10 for 38.
Jeez. And this is the Elemental Cleaver coming next.
Okay. Let's see, and what's the damage type, by the way? It changes damage type.
I'll go just thunder.
Okay. Okay, and then an additional 9, so 38, 40, 57 points of damage.
Then another 1d4.
Because...
For the Strike of the Giants.
Jesus fucking Christ, Brosgar.
Which comes in from where?
5?
Strike of the Giants. Push that now.
Okay.
So we have to roll a
3 and then a wisdom saving throw.
It's a DC 12, I think.
You're technically they call it spellcasting modifier, but use your strength. DC is actually looks to be 15, 8 plus proficiency plus strength. 8 plus proficiency 3, then strength 4. So 15. Yeah, you are invisible to this creature. Do anything else?
I'm gonna move here and end my turn.
Okay.
Still 50 fucking damage, mate.
Nice.
Well,
The creature, now being unaware of where you are.
Only as Undini.
There's
What a
also a
shame.
Gateboss right there.
But only as Undini, you know. Please. Please, I'd rather just watch him play
really want
Undini.
to kill him.
It will make. Here, let me check here. Sweet. It will make a technical attack against Undini because he's there. A 15 misses. Take its second attack.
Why is his base C18? Excuse me?
Yeah. And
Big boy.
just to be safe, it will lunge out a tentacle. Just out into the ether. Trying to attack the creature that attacked it. As it flails around. User not going to believe this.
That's funny.
No, it rolled 3 15s back to back.
yes.
3 15s, all back to 15, 15, 15. I ain't even. That is crazy. Gateboss' turn. Bless on Sandini, Blair, and yourself. Give me a second, I'll crack off Bless from your sheets. Bless, so crack that. Reveal. Oh shit, fucking, nope, 2 and 3. Pick these selected creatures here and bless the reins. There we go.
Bless the rains.
If one more person is there, it'll be second level. There is a person there, but sadly they're invisible, so they're not. Wait, no, they're only invisible to that creature actually. So, yeah, I'll upcast the second level for you then, and add it to Basgar as well. So everyone that you're about to hit with this, by the way, is within 15 foot. So nuts. And then move to Zandini, move 5 foot from Zandini. So like next to Zandini, or like here, or here. Up there, come. To Zandini there, huh? To the right of Zandini, that'd be here. Come. To use intercept if comes B, no bother, do anything else return?
Yados, I'm trying to kill off this character. I fucking despise him. Do not save him. Please.
Not your character.
Yeah, that's a little fuck to say.
I'll assume doing nothing else until then and move over to Renfrey.
Yeah. I will cast bonus action Hex
Yeah.
on the creature. And then Eldritch Blast twice.
Yeah. A 10 will miss as you fire off the first one into it. So you fire off the second one, however, a 25 for 9 does hit, plus 10. Total of 10 damage. Did anything else?
I'll stay where I am. That's me.
Move over to the Hound of Ill Omen. A 13 for 12 will miss. Zandini's turn.
Zandini is gonna cast
Alpha Hex ability. Yep.
Strength. Yeah, sorry, forgot.
Smash off Blur real quick for me there.
Me?
No. It's Anthony.
Blur. Here you go.
And straight on to you it went. Yep.
Yep. And as a, I don't think he has a good bonus action right now. So I think he's just gonna stand there looking scary.
Miles. Sad face.
Hell yeah.
Right
Firebolt at the creature.
Yeah. So Anthony gets Blur and as you
run up.
misses. Sprinting up towards the creature.
Misses.
Yeah, 14
Fucking
misses.
hell. Moves up towards it. Metamagic quicken spell. Pulls out his weird little sword to try and make an attack against it.
Okay.
23 hit for 16 total damage.
Your bladed weapon. Is that green flame blade?
Yes, sir.
23 to hit for a total of 16.
Yeah. Ignore the 9. I won't do that.
Yeah, that's the additional jump damage, isn't it?
Yes, but I won't make it jump to anything. Yeah? How much?
16 damage, did it else?
No. I'm gonna. I'll be nice to you. How much damage do I take?
I've been misreading that the entire time. Fantastic.
Sorry, I hope you don't mind me metagaming.
No. You remind. I was reading that if it hit in another way, you actually only take 1. Take 1.
Hell yeah, brother. That's what I like to hear.
When I was reading it, it's like, oh, so it does the thing, and then the damage transfers. No, I completely misread that. I have the book in front of me as well. I'm going to point that out right now.
And I will play it safe. Move to here.
Get speedy. Get mobile.
I'm not mobile, no. But I'd rather take an opportunity attack than 3 tentacle attacks.
Cool. Do you want to really quickly, though, because you have just been hit 19 for 11, and you are technically grappled.
Right.
And that does technically make you restrained.
Back now. Alright.
You want to pop those on real quick whilst I double check here. So, target is grappled and you are restrained. And this guy can't use the same tentacle, so he's got some free tentacles. And Garket is 13 points of piercing.
Yeah.
Blur.
I am.
Please take 3 to 10 business days. The Pepsi's kicking in real quick. I must use the little DM's room.
What is Pepsi doing to you?
We can now yell at him so that he can hear us.
Oh, you want me to yell? All right. I
It's a
will.
running gag at this point.
I will use. I
Did he
will.
attack?
What's up?
Did he attack Yados? Sorry. Was it? No.
All right. I will hit it with blood amplified. Blood curse of the marked, which means I take 1d6 damage, and I take the rat.
Attack advantage.
Advantage?
Yep.
What?
3,
Oh, it's amplify.
and then all right. Then I shoot it.
Yup.
This one has advantage, which is alt.
Yup.
That did not roll out of damage.
It did not, so slash R1d20. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Yep.
For 11 points of damage.
And it actually does 2d6 more.
20 points of
Because
damage.
of the... What?
That there would be 20 points of damage then.
Yep. And then second attack.
25 for 9 will hit as you fire it on off. As you hear the
You want a
creature
crit fish?
scream. And as the creature screams, you watch as it seems to fall on over, letting go of Sad Face. Gonna point on out here, CR10 creature.
Yeah, can I ask out of game? Were you expecting that to go differently?
No! I was expecting at least one additional round, though. One additional round.
Sad Face will go, that is how you'll take care of local wildlife. He'll take out his sword and start to dissect the creature.
Rosgar would not let him do this.
I'm gonna clean everyone's armor and clothes and everything.
Okay, wait, two things. Sad Face will refuse to be cleaned. And we'll look at Brasgar and go, why not, Chief?
Brasgar. I mean, I'm Brasgar. I'm also delusional.
Yeah.
Varric. You are a worshipper of Orca.
You hear that, Gark? You worship Shamu.
Yeah.
For what? Could you repeat?
I'm aware that you're a worshipper of Orca. Isn't it Orca? Am I saying it right, or am I making
Orcas.
Orcas.
Orca, sorry.
Of the Orca, yeah, the killer whale.
Yeah, that's what.
Free Willy.
Does
Where?
Sadface know anything of Orcas? No, he does not. You'll go.
I would actually say you have advantage on that one there, as the followers of Orcas do tend to be around the major cities. Mainly Everlight.
Orcas, this looks like human to you? Orcas only accepts human deaths.
Is that true? Would I know that?
Yes.
You can certainly make a history check against them.
Uh-oh. Wait, am I saying this already? I'm not quite sure myself, so I might have dug my own grave here.
Does kind of take most undeath, but like, you know, humans are like 10 out of 10, top the best. You know, you can turn them into anything. The lower down you go, however, the less likely it would be they would take them. Orcas cultists really love other humans.
Besides, this would go for a pretty penny in the city, and otherwise it will just be eaten.
Is there any like what exactly is left of this creature? What's the?
It's still mostly all there. Just a big ball and 3 tentacles.
I'll keep my eye on Mr. Sadface, but I would try to claim its skull.
I mean, it's a skull.
Can I interpret this as granting the help action?
You can. However, you cut into this creature.
Does it deal lightning damage?
You find that it is mainly all cartilage. There is no skull.
Oh, sorry.
Is there anything I could interpret as a, can I take anything to hang around my belt?
You could turn a tentacle into a belt.
I'll fucking do it. Yeah, I take a tentacle.
What kind of check would you like me to make?
Survival.
I'll help him with that then.
Yes, please and thank you. Stanface would go for tentacles, meat, try and get some blood, and particularly look if the eye is alright. Wow, that is pathetic.
It's not too bad. You managed to get like one of the other tentacles basically almost intact. All the fleshy, edible bits, I suppose, or the bits itself are good. The eye, however, you can tell it took a major beating. Its cornea is burst. It did take a giant maul to the fucking eye.
That's true. Do I get only one tentacle?
On a 12, I'm gonna say one tentacle, yeah. It was the one that was wrapped around you, though, so, like, it's the most pristine looking one. It brings back memories.
You'll deserve the most perfect tentacle, and will sadly hand over the only tentacle to...
Brosgar won't take it. Brosgar won't take it. He'll let you have it.
Why not?
I don't know, the idea of a tentacle belt starting to... Brosgar wouldn't take a tentacle belt, basically.
Alright, well, more for me. And he'll put it in his bag. His bag of body parts.
Yep. You cut it up the creature and take a look around this area. It seems that this was the creature's hunting ground, shall we say. Definitely a strange and wonderful creature to come against.
Oh, it was really successful in this hunting.
It was, all things considered. It just happened to meet yourselves.
Well, should we continue our path then?
How late is it? Like, time-wise?
I don't think there is time in Shadowfell.
You know you've been awake for about 8 hours.
About 11:20 p.m.
As for the time, it's perpetually dark and black and white. Time is more an abstract concept to these people. But as the world keeps a ticking and a talking.
Brosgar would turn towards Ndidi and say, "This was your friend?"
Ruby, that's your cue.
Sorry, I zoned out entirely. What's up?
Oh, I'd look towards you and ask you if this was your friend.
Well, not anymore.
Were you close?
He gave me a hug once, which we're basically dating.
That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Basically dating now.
I have a question. Would
Yes?
a non-magical trinket... Would a non-magical trinket be a clock?
That would not be a trinket.
Okay.
I am terrified to figure out what that question would lead to.
I know what it would lead to. Can I use prestidigitation to make a non-magical clock so that way I know what time it is in this place that doesn't understand the concept of time?
God!
I tried, guys. Sorry.
me when I push limits of cantrips once again.
It's a good
I would
idea.
Should we look around? Does it have a horde or is it just dead bodies everywhere?
You know, You can. Sorry, I'm doing that thing where my boxers have rid up, so I need to do like the weird dance. You can make a perception check if you wish.
Could Sadface make one as well?
You could help.
I can tell.
You can help.
Oh, help. Yeah, I'll help. Sadface will help by kind of sifting through, looking at the bodies, see which ones might still be good enough for sale.
So, do you know what I think it is? I think I'm just going to change underwear. Shame. Gark, do you want to watch later? I'll let you watch.
No, I have my own underwear to change, I think.
What are the numbers? Because I need to do mad math here real quick.
13.
So you look around a particular area. I'm gonna use fucking D&D Beyond for this one. You do find buried in the mud and the dirt some pails, I would say. All manner of things. There's definitely a small chest in there, as well as a random assortment of like swords and armors, all rather decorative, but the blade has been dented in to some degree. The hilts have been snapped and shattered. The armors seem to almost have been chewed upon, like chewing gum. But there is also.
Is there jade there as well?
No. But you do see all of these. The very small chest.
I'd pull out the chest and give it to Zindini.
Yep. So.
I look inside the chest.
Chest is not open.
Oh, it's locked?
Imagine that.
Does Zindini say that out loud?
I don't
Have
know.
to ask him.
You don't know? Brother, you are the one playing him.
No.
Okay.
If he just gets handed a chest, he's gonna look at what it does.
Well, he tried opening it, didn't he?
What it does.
He would have seen that there's a lock on it.
Okay.
You have seen so many doors with locks on them, and the first thing you have done is try to open them. Let's not play that game right now, Ruby. Let's not play that game.
Well, I just did it silly and forgot that sometimes chests are locked. That is an out of character stupidity. That is not Zendini. Because I has the stupid.
You go to open it, it is completely locked.
Is it what's it made out of?
Wood that's been reinforced with metal around like the edges and stuff.
Okay, so I can just drop it to open it. Good to know. Guys, it's locked.
Oh. Could you give me the chest? I can open it.
And he hands over the chest to Sir Soros.
That's not my name. Cast knock on it.
Knock knock, who's there? It's United States.
As you cast knock upon it opens.
Does a bomb go off?
Nope, it just
I hope
opens.
so.
What's inside?
As you open
Empty.
the inside, you see a collection of currencies. You see what looks to be about 600 silver pieces and 20 coins that
Coins.
are shaped like crescent moon.
Sadface would look at Brasgar and go, "Oh, Chief, are you worthy of these spoils after such a great combative display of power? Or should I hold on to them until we can expend them?
I have no use for such materials.
I will pocket it then, and we'll see about perhaps buying you something fancy." And he'll put silver pieces in his pockets. And what was it? Crescent coins?
Yeah, 20 crescent moon shaped coins that seem to be brighter in the middle. One side seems to have some griffins, whilst the other side seems to have some boats. And dead in the centre, near the top, there is a cut out diamond.
Thank you. Wrote it down.
Asgard take one of these coins.
Yeah.
See if he recognizes.
It's mine.
I'd see if do I recognize the coin?
I can make a history check.
Can I do it as well?
Yeah. Trying to see if I can particularly find the thing here. Underdark, don't care about that. That might come in handy actually, but we'll see. God forbid. Yep, not here. Basgar, for you it's a bit confusing. You're unsure as to what these are, but they seem more material plane. Renfrew, you've only ever seen one in your life. It is a Waterdavian Harbour Moon.
Oh.
Its worth is quite high in Waterdeep alone. In Waterdeep, one moon equates to 50 gold. Sadly, I do not want to go to school, thank you very much. Let's see. You know what? Forget shit. Waterdeep. Yep. There is a... Oh, that is an absolutely smashing image, which I can just very quickly throw into the Discord for you right now.
Ooh.
I'll be right back.
Yep. But you have 20 of those and 600 silver pieces. And that has
Hell yeah.
been the whole of the bot. Anything else you would like to do?
We'll keep the box as well. Is it possible to lock the box again?
I'll look at the keys.
There's no keys? No, yeah, probably not.
is plunder, Monfrey?
I mean, you knocked it open. I'm back, by the way. What do you expect to? Knock doesn't conjure
To be able
a key.
to lock it again. Thought that was pretty clear. Hey, let's continue.
Yeah. Please use head on off back to, well, wherever it is you were walking off to. You do eventually come to have to take a rest. As always. Nothing ever truly changes, even in the Shadowfell. And you sit down at camp to enjoy the, let's say the plunders of war, right? The plunders. The spoils of your escapades.
I'll leave Sir Sadface to play with his tentacle. I'm sorry, Gark, I had to.
I didn't even hear what you say.
I'll leave you to play with your tentacle.
Oh.
You'd be surprised how many people play with their tentacles here in camps recently.
Sadly, I'm not surprised.
And I will just kill off all of our effects. Let's use sit down now in camp. Enjoying a nice time. Nice airports. It's also quiet. Really a weird quiet. I'm just going to quickly move your token about what. He's technically made 100 miles when you think about it. 4 days passed. That's not too bad. Use sit here still between the woods, past everything that was there. Good old night. As well as round pretty helps Ados with the stump. Take a strong hand. What is everybody else doing, and who's taking watch numbers?
Sadface will take the last watch.
Rasgar will take first watch.
I suppose there's no second watch then.
Hey, I'm down for no second watch. I like to live dangerously.
Zendini will take the second guilty as well.
Oh, there we go.
So,
Second
Yellows and I
instruct-
can take the third watch.
It's already been taken by
Second.
Sadface.
No, that's already taken.
Okay. Then we can take the first one.
That's already been taken.
Already taken. You were a little late to the party.
Your answers came within 3 to 5 business days. Everyone else answered within 3 to 5 seconds.
Okay, then I guess me
Don't
and
take a
Yellows
watch.
can rest for the night.
Yeah, you
Yes.
and Yellows can just fuck it out in the tent. Leave
Yeah,
us
I was
alone.
gonna say they're gonna spend their time a little different.
Yeah, everybody else going to do the important
Or-
stuff, like try to get out of the Shadowfell. You two are
Yeah.
just going to start checking
Or-
off places.
If you're feeling feisty, you can pull out the cock chair.
What's your sad face?
Funnily enough, at this moment
What?
in time, Sadface brings out a Dwegar, the Dwegar brings out a bag of holding, the bag of holding has a chair. We go full circle. We're in another plane of existence and some dude has a chair for no other reason than he thought it would be important.
Always be prepared.
As you are all enjoying yourselves, taking stock of everything, and then as sleep seems to come over you, as you start to feel You start to feel EP. As some of you lay your heads in Brasgar, you stare into the fire. You once more envision nothing bar pure slaughter. The fire burns and crackles and cracks. Make a perception check there, buddy. You... Gark, you're on third watch.
Well, you said everybody. So
No, I
fucking...
said make a perception check there, buddy.
Oh, didn't quite hear that. Can I use this result for my watch, or would you like me to redo it?
I'm sorry, I've not taken it down. We'll use it. But as you sit and watch the fire, you can hear some rustles in the bushes. Typical shit you've heard before 1,000,001 times. You look around, you don't see anything or anyone at first. And then, as if by some weird fate, you see walking towards yourself this lost Shadowkai, dressed in a similar garb to what you saw a few days ago. The chains around their arms, they look round. They don't look like the one you saw a few days ago, but they seem to hold a similar position.
Does he see me?
Yes. You have a fire going, it's hard not to see you.
Yeah. I'd sort of hold my hand out and say, who goes there?
I am Democracy. Who are you?
Who I am does not concern you. What brings you here?
Who you are concerns me, as you asked who I am, and that concerns you. So therefore,
No.
who you are concerns me, else our conversation goes nowhere.
Where do you want our conversation to go? Do you seek refuge?
They just stand there, looking at you, waiting.
Man and slay, or is he just standing there like a dickhead?
Standing there like a dickhead, awaiting a response.
Do you seek refuge or not?
I refuse to give my intentions to one who would not give their name. How can I trust you if you won't trust me with your name?
Jesus fucking Christ, this is something you've witnessed on like a children's playground.
Razgar. Join me.
I do seek refuge. Just for now, I have walked for what seems like an eternity.
I roll insight.
Yeah. They say this, staring directly at you. They never break eye contact. They never break cadence. And as you look their body up and down, they do seem to favour one leg over the other, and they do look like they have a bit of a sore back with the way they're standing.
I would say please join me and gesture over to the campfire.
Thank you. You watch as they come on over, and as they sit down, like they move the stump just a bit back and kind of stare at you and close their eye as they stare as the fire is there. So, have you travelled far?
Far enough. Maybe a little too far. Tell me, I've seen a few of your people about 5 days ago. They were at a sort of I don't know how to explain it. A sort of a stone formation area looking for something. Would you have any insight on this? One was bald, the other I didn't catch too much.
Yes. They were seeking something. I don't know why. They said, yes, a gemstone, if I'm not mistaken.
What's so special about this gemstone?
Watch as they sit there. Do with the power of spells. It had something in there, the power to, yes, to hold and cast spells, yes. Now I recall. Rather powerful spells she held.
Out of curiosity, what's your affiliation to the Raven Queen?
She is my queen. Yes, she is my queen. And I do her bidding. Ferrying dead and often protecting her castle, keep, lair.
And another question regarding the, was it Orcas? What are a few ritualistic practices that they do? I am in suspicion that one of my old friends have became one of them. How would I know for sure if they are or not?
You believe your friend is not one like that, then you could always just take care of the situation yourself, as she would have intended. You could just go and kill them now. Why don't you go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw real quick, buddy?
Is it not at a disadvantage because of my delusions?
That is a great question. Allow me to consult the table. Delusion. Disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws. Yep.
Was it control?
Control. So, why don't you, right now, let me just see, yeah, why don't you, right now, just go ahead and kill Smiles. After all, you are being dominated.
Miles! Where are you?
Person, fucking hell.
Where are you, Smiles? I know what tent he's in.
You know exactly what tennis and you watch them go to sleep.
Smiles is on the sad face is on the cock chair.
You are charmed for a minute. So let's make this real fun right now. So that way we can keep track of time. Let's just go ahead and get ourselves rolled into initiative. Oh, I accidentally used the commoner switch on you, Gark. Apologies. And I'll just.
Do we go on to the forest camping? Here we go.
We're already there. I feel like I'm missing someone.
Everyone's joining initiative.
Well, it's more for timing. Yep, yeah, that's a lot. Clicked him. It's more just so for timings. Spell has a minute. We might as well keep it to that 10 rounds. You know? Now, for those of you who's wondering, I'll just quickly roll Yados, and Blair's also not here. For those of you who's wondering, wow, we've managed to split the initiative once more. For those who's wondering, and especially for yourself there, Braskar, there were no components at all used for this. It just happened. There was
someone rolled the initiative for me?
I've done it already. There was no somatic. Nor was there material. They just said words. There was no effect, and now you just want to go ahead and kill a boy.
Yeah, am I going at him as if I would go at any other creature?
I mean, you can play the menace however you wish to play the menace. All you've been told is, why don't you go ahead and kill him?
What's he doing right now? Is he sleeping, or is he just sat there like a?
Well, he would be sleeping. Even though he says he's in the cuck chair, he's still asleep.
Fucking the sex was so boring he fell asleep.
1-inch warrior in hand.
I mean, you would too after 2 hours of missionary.
I don't think Brasgar would rage, since he's not necessarily angry. He would just sort of stumble over, and I would just bring down my maul with Great Weapon Master.
Look at that. He's giving you a chance.
And it's 2d6 because it is a surprise attack.
And it is also advantage because he's unconscious. We'll see, however.
Automatic crit.
Yeah, if you hit, so even though everything's stacked in Gark's favour, it's also stacked in your favour.
It either goes really well or really bad, basically.
Either way, Smiles would wake the fuck up.
It's going really bad.
And Smiles is waking the fuck up.
That's for the first attack.
Potential.
No,
Hold on. Because he's unconscious and because he's prone right now, this is technically a crit. So you get to roll an additional 6d6. Wow.
So I do have one thing to say.
Yep.
What is that for? If I succeed on a DC 48 charisma save, I will survive. Am I allowed to try and make that saving?
5 plus the damage.
Oh, never mind. It's by a critical hit. Never mind. It would have been funny.
Oh, so as you bring up the maul and bring it down upon Sad Face, I would say it's about this point that everybody hears that shit. As you just
Just a loud splat.
Splat.
Does he look dead?
What the
Lying
fuck
there
do you
in a
think?
puddle of blood. That's your call to make. He was lying there asleep, and now he's lying there covered in blood, twitching at most.
We all wake up.
Yeah.
One shot.
I think you would all wake up at that one there. That is a, there's a lot to that. Even as he hits, you'd hear like that. We're in an initiative order right now, so we'll see. Buzzguard, what are you doing? Nar.
So is he still? Is he? So he's still? He's making noises. He's on the ground, spazzing out.
He would have made the
Yeah,
noise when you
twitching,
hit him and
basically.
then spaz twitching. As for whether or not he's dead or not, that'd be something I'd leave to you making a wisdom check.
I'll make a wisdom check to.
Again at disadvantage, sadly, but
Oh,
Wait, if he passes the wisdom check and he knows he's not dead, does that mean he has to hit him again?
Sadly.
So there's two scenarios. Brosgar would act differently based on two scenarios here. The way once I hit him the first time in the head, would I see his mask break?
I hope not.
Because if Brosgar still thinks you're Varric, he will want to put you out of your misery as soon as possible.
Do you know what we'll do? We'll leave it to chance. Even or odds, Gark, or 50-50?
Even is breaks.
Okay. Renfrey, roll a public D20, please.
Does not break.
Fucking resilient
go.
mask.
Brosgar's gonna come down again.
It's been through a lot.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna look at this because you have absolutely no way of failing this with like such a high 2 hit. In fact, no, he actually has a half decent AC. You do actually have chance of failure. So
If he rolls it recklessly.
he does it.
Oh no! Shit! Oh my god!
The chance of
Number
failure
40.
gone. Plus
Another
66.
66, right?
4. The 66 came last time.
46.
The good news is, it's still not enough to outright kill you. Because it needs to double your hit points. The bad news is, it's
Does not.
2 failed death save throws.
No one did.
Why?
Because I have 0 hit points. My hit point max is 38, so I'm
You got to double the hit points.
No.
Yes.
So remaining hit points and then your hit point max, innit?
No. Not to my knowledge. Not the way I've ever run it either.
Win. Okay, well if you run it
If you're
differently,
put
sure.
to 0 and
not
your
complaining.
hit, you have to go down by, I think, all of your max hit points.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, you got to double them.
No, all like if you have
But-
30 hit points, you go back to 0.
Renfrew, with all the love in my heart, shut the fuck up. Because you are right now the deciding factor whether I live or die.
Sorry.
The way I've always seen it is
I
you
did
need to
say-
be hit for you need to be hit for your hit point double. See, when you lose your hit points, die unconscious, massive damage, kill, death saving throws. Damage is 0 hit points. If you take any damage with 0 hit points, you suffer death saving throw failure. The damage from a critical hit, you suffer 2. If the damage equals or exceeds your hit point maximum, you suffer instant death. Oh wow, I've always been doing it. You've been getting away so lucky.
Wait, what is the rule exactly?
Well,
If the
I'd
damage
say at this point,
equals or exceeds your hit point maximum.
That means that first attack would have killed him, right? With 44?
no, it wouldn't
No,
have.
because he had hit points at that point. Wonder who has Revivify now.
Oh. I think.
We'll find out soon as Brasgar, you kill particular person. I'll put a hit point on just so our mans can see. Do you know what?
I can still see.
Oh,
if I
it should
did,
be
I think.
blinding you.
No, it's not.
Do you know what we'll do though? Just for the safety of it all, the fun of it all. Why don't right now? Because certain someone's phone died. You have Yados.
Well, Yado's doing missionary, I think.
Everyone's awake now.
He's doing missionary awake. It's a little weird if he's doing it sleeping, but mad
We didn't
respect
have
if he
sex.
is. Oh, well, he'd have imaginary sex.
But Braskar, as you slaughter this man in his sleep, you see that as the mask now cracks, it's not the person you thought it was. But brother in Christ, you are in a different plane of existence.
It cracks, yeah.
The Shadow just sits there. You wish you did anything else with your turn there?
Upon seeing that it's not Varric, he would sort of not feel as bad, but at the same time, he would fucking. He's still being dominated, isn't he? He's still being controlled.
Yeah, that was for a minute.
Oh, so in my mind, I just did a good job.
Yeah, but now, now that you've seen it's not the person you thought it was, it's now a bit of a question as to, oh,
was it all real? Yeah. Can I don't know. I would sort of back up and kind of start thinking about what I've done.
Linkin Park over here thinking about what they've done, yeah.
And I'd end my turn.
As that happens, and remember, you come up and out of the tent. You see what's going on there. You see the body of the person splattered all up the tent. Like the grimmest of sight. You see the blood drip from the maul of Basgar. And a Shadowkai sitting there. What do you wish to do?
Would it be possible to check if, I don't know, I see the mole dripping with blood probably, and I can assume that he was the one to kill him. So and I see the stranger over there. Say, what is going on here?
Very calmly.
Your friend killed his old friend.
And why would he do that?
Brasgar would look at his hands and be like, he was a worshipper of Orcas.
Yes, a worshipper of Orcas.
Do I see anything magical on Rasgar? Like, is he saying that like his normal self, or like
Very calm about it all.
weirdly? Yeah. So can I do Arcana check?
Can insight check.
He's
him.
under a spell. Insight check.
Fine. Fucking fine.
Well, I mean, why didn't you kill him before then when you first started to
I wasn't sure.
the fact? And why are you sure now? Are you
'Cause-
sure?
Yes, I'm very sure. He told me to.
I
He told you to.
said nothing. I appeared and had a conversation, and he told me about his friend and said he wanted to know if you can figure out if someone is a cultist of Orcas, and I simply said go and ask. And he killed him.
In his sleep. Mm-hmm.
The best time for a betrayal, is it not? When one is weak and defenseless.
I'm not quite sure if I believe you, though. Emphasis on you.
Am I still being dominated, or is that over?
No, that just lasts for a minute there, buddy. Until
Is it
10
another
rounds.
minute, right?
Like-
Until 10 rounds, or this fucker fails a con save.
Yeah, so I'm still dominated.
Yeah. However,
Yeah.
you know, with no action required, you hear a voice in your head. You hear multiple voices in your head. He asks too many questions. Silence her too.
Asger would start growling towards Renfrey.
I
He's
think the
feral.
cube is back.
He's feral. You wish to do anything with your turn there, Renfrey?
Yeah. I will pretend to cast. I will cast Dissonant Whispers at Brasgar, but at the last moment I would turn the spell towards the stranger.
Okay. Dissonant Whisper saving throw Psychic. Okay. Saving throw Psychic. Wisdom. Cool. Fails, take 12 psychic damage. Passes their con save, and as they do, it was like they wince and turn. He's the one killing yous. Then anything else with your turn?
I'm just gonna say he hasn't tried to kill us yet. Not until you arrived. And then my turn there.
As the person stands up and starts to move backwards, use a completely evil
Takes one for
Kill.
no one.
the innocent Raven Queen watches. It's Garkas Yados' turn.
Oh shit! All right. Let me try this. Run for it. You need a and we'll.
Oh my god,
Oh,
you are
shit.
all doing that's so dirty.
We'll walk out of tent with his right hand point to the stranger. What? No more. What? No, shall go, motherfucker. And we'll.
God, I
Does
wish
he
there
have
was
enough
fucking
movement?
subtitles.
He does not have enough movement. Where is that one spell I saw? I'm not. Where is this from? Sorry, let me double check this real quick because I don't.
What one are you
Oh,
thinking?
this is from the Illrigger. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, it's a spell that Yados has, but it's from the Illrigger, and I don't think you allow Illrigger
Yeah.
spells.
No.
So, in that case, I will. This guy can't do fucking shit. I'll just walk up towards him.
Menacingly.
I didn't mean to go, baby. You fucking waffles. I'm assuming that with what is it? the very low passive perception, he wouldn't quite notice a tent filled with blood. So he'll just take the dash action. I already said it, so it's
we
too
were
late.
all woken up by the crunch, so I assume he would have seen it.
Look, this dude might have been eating corn fucking nuts, alright? You don't know. So he'll take a dash action, so he gets right in front of the face, and with his little stump of a hand, he's got. Alpha, kill it, Alpha! No, I smite you, darling coppers.
The Shadowkai looks at you. Your travelling companion is a killer. You would kill me, a random stranger who sought refuge after being chased by a giant bird that collected people from realms.
All name is not I'll kill you, I'll just say I'll go to the boss, smite you. Little girls.
Tipler, you're up, buddy.
Yes, player would spend half.
What did the others do?
Move
Dash.
Okay.
Wake
out
up.
of his tent, yawning. You know, and then he looks and he sees Sir's sad face,
What's left?
presumably dead.
Yeah, what's left of him?
Is he twitching at all?
Kinda. He's just had his
Rigor
head
mortis.
caved in.
Rigor mortis.
Do I know if
Nerves.
is it? What would it be a check to know if I can make a medicine, like try to stabilize him, or is it too far gone?
That would be your whole action to try and stabilize him with a medicine check or to check his health. However, I feel the twitchy puddle and the cracked mask and the face that seems to be concave is a clear indication of this man's mental and physical state right now.
Yeah, and I see that, you know, Brazagar. Hold on.
He was staring directly at Renfrey, holding a blood-dripping maul, snarling his teeth at her. And you can see there is a trail of blood that leads from the tent to Brazgar. And a terrified-looking...
And so he would go to shoot Basgard twice.
Yep.
We didn't rest yet, right?
No.
Does that mean I still have my
Blair,
flame?
don't shoot Brasgar. I
say
think
you'd
he's
get
under a
short...
spell. Shoot the stranger.
I'd say you'd get a short rest out of it.
Okay. Well, you say, what'd you say? I can't hear you. I'm shooting Brasgar.
Yeah, 26 to hit. I believe your Maledict thing, is that like a turn on, turn off, or is that an always on until you
It
go to
ends
sleep?
when I take a short or a long rest.
Ah. Then Brasgar takes 25 thunder damage. But sorry, 5 thunder damage. Christ almighty, that'd be very powerful. You.
I said, don't shoot Brasgar. Shoot the stranger. I think if he puts Brasgar under a sort of spell.
Well, you should have said that. Now you gotta help me shoot Brasgar.
I tried. You shot too fast.
I'd always shoot first.
They put their hands up. I can't cast spells. Spells require words and components of which I have none. And it
Not
is...
exactly.
No, I assure you.
Alpha, there has been
sorcerer-
zero indication he casts a spell. You are metagaming right now. I hate to break it to you. This is pure metagaming.
But Redfree assumes that since Brasgar wasn't, what's the word, hostile toward us before, that something had to have happened since we've gone to sleep.
Not necessarily.
you're saying, oh, he cast a
bide
spell.
his time.
There's no sign of a spell. There's no sign of magic. This is a guy we met a week ago. He could very well just be a psychopath waiting for an easy hit.
Okay. I trust you.
Yes.
How
sir.
spells can be cast without components. It's not unheard of.
It's actually called
Yes,
but that's
what
psionics. There's a whole race that
Yeah.
do it called the Githyanki.
There's the psionics. There are sorcerers who can do
Oh,
that.
I'm well aware. It just doesn't make sense to call it out when that is like be so certain about something you have no evidence of.
Okay.
That just reads so hard as metagaming.
In all fairness, it would be slightly suspicious. So I see her point of view.
It
But-
would be.
Yeah, it's
It would
worse-
be, but all signposts right now point to Brasgar going a bit nuts. As this person
Yeah.
has done nothing, walked backwards,
And
hasn't
and
said
on top of
anything.
that, and I have been talking to myself. You should have picked up on that before, when we were walking at the campsite before. I have been talking to myself, so
It's Santini's turn. He awakes. I would say, getting up and out of the tent. And he's hearing I want to say like the almost gibbering mouther-esque words coming from Yados. I'm almost tempted to say make a save against that.
Oh no, he's gone insane. I mean, that's what the Shadowfell does to people. I must protect this stranger. And he's gonna do his first selfless act of the entire campaign and cast Shield of Faith on the stranger.
Like that one time you cast Shield of Faith on the big bad evil guy monster thing. That one time you tried to
Yes.
haste the big bad evil guy monster thing. That one time you tried to blink the big bad evil guy monster thing. He's done a lot to the bad guys.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's gonna as an action. Where's the perpetrator of the violence? Brasgar. There we go. Is this old chill touch? Yes, the one that doesn't chill nor touch.
14 for 7 will miss.
And that's his turn.
It's Brasgar's turn.
how much self-control do I have at the moment?
Let's see here.
So I could follow orders. I could follow orders. So like I have no control in the physical matter, but can I talk as myself?
So you are technically charmed by this one here. So the full thing is charm on that regard. On your turn, you use the link to issue commands to the target. No action required, such as attack that creature, move over there. The target does its best to obey on its turn. If it completes an order and does not receive further direction from you, it acts as if it likes focusing on protecting itself. So I would say here you're aware that you're being compelled. There's a compulsion there.
What about the previous paragraph? Last sentence.
The previous paragraph, last sentence.
Whenever the target takes damage, it repeats the save, ending the spell on itself on a success.
So, yep,
So
take the...
he was shot.
Take a wisdom saving throw again, buddy, at disadvantage.
Never mind.
I'm gonna, after getting hit by Blur, I'm gonna enter a rage.
Wait, does he get a roll for when I hit him?
Yeah, he just did.
Yeah, yeah. Can I roll save on my own? Like on my turn, or is it at the end of my turns?
Let's see here. Here on within range, condition. Whenever you take damage, it repeats the save, ending on a success. So it's only any time you take damage.
Oh. Guys, I'm gonna slowly stomp towards Ranford. It said silencer, is that it?
Silencer.
So all of my attacks will be non-lethal. As I get close, I will tell her to get away from me.
Fucking
That'll be-
bugbear range, man.
I should be big, but it's fine.
I can make you big.
Um,
Is that doing it for you yet? We go.
That's what we call a fluffer.
There you go.
Be able to hit from here. I'll call out for her to for everybody to get away from me, as I struggle to control myself, essentially.
I'm gonna not.
I'm gonna blow. And I'm gonna swing at Renfrey. Non-lethal strikes.
Sure.
Reckless.
Coward.
The action only was to silence. Oh, Jesus.
That misses.
That is a 3 and a 4. Buddy.
Ooh, okay. As I miss, I'm gonna swing the other direction.
Misses.
Smiles had a higher AC than Renfrey. Like,
And I'm gonna...
He really doesn't want to hurt me.
She's just dodging as my maul slams into the...
I'm small. I'm like
Yeah.
really small.
Maul swings and swangs, because swang is a word. Do anything else?
No, that's it.
Renfrey.
Yeah. Let me see. I'll cast on myself Armor of Agathis.
Ooh. And that's 5 temporary hit points as well. There we go.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll move away, like over here.
I forgot I didn't put walls on these tents. Fantastic.
I don't want to be that guy, but does that provoke opportunity?
Does indeed.
Yep.
Ugh. Hopefully it's a miss.
Yep.
There we go. Perfect.
I just love seeing how that's like basically half of Renfrey's health in one hit. Anything else?
I just danced
That's
away.
Yay.
Let me say bonus action.
Where I asked if it was anything else to do, thinking it was
Yeah,
somehow
right.
Brasgar.
Yeah,
And he
me too,
said
guys.
yeah, and I went to click.
Yeah.
The creature, person, stranger stands there with like their hands up. He's attacking the girl. And like gestures with their hands and head and like turns it that way. You just hear the woof, woof, woof.
Dog.
And my rage as well.
Or
Does that?
no, as long as you make an attack, you don't need to hit.
Oh, okay. I got you.
See. Just gonna stand there. Gateboss's turn.
Yados will very quickly make. He'll now listen here, Mister. I don't tolerate no bullshit, all these girls.
What?
We
Can I
really
make an insight check to see
Subtitles.
if this dude is suspicious in any way? Disregarding completely spell casting or whatever. Because this dude just kind of came up here, acts a little bit shady. You know, might be a threat.
You can.
He has his back turned. He has his back turned toward Broskar, so he won't be able to see that big fucking.
Yeah, you can make a insight check.
Sandini did say, Yaddles, be careful, he's acting your girlfriend. You guys hugged, it's official.
Did he?
I don't know. As you look the.
And that completely went over my head. Sorry.
Look at the person up and down, and like they seem terrified. Like they're like staring off through you, watching the now giant Brasgar with like their hands up and watching what's going on. They are concerned, as you can see it in their eyes.
Yeah, Yados will do that comical thing where it looks back. Razgar looks back at the stranger and then very quickly whips around and goes, oh shit, no! My beloved! And will sprint towards the big dude. and I feel like this is like some Tom and Jerry shit. I'll tap him on the shin. I just go, I always hear me, sir. And we'll try and punch him.
You're rolling
Sorry,
privately.
these are all private.
A
Don't
10
mean to
will
do
miss, sadly.
As he does this, Brasgar is going to emphasize, shout out to everyone to stay the fuck back from me. Something is wrong. Stay away from me.
He's seeing red.
Oh, you get 2 attacks. Remember that.
Do. Oh.
Every attack against me has advantage.
Oh yeah, he made reckless attack as well. So, baby.
Oh right.
That's a net 20 for the first attack.
Well, for this one,
there's no damage die here at the moment. Oh no, there's damage die. So takes 3 damage plus first level 4.
No, I did it at second.
Oh.
But for some reason, it doesn't do upcast or damage, which is a little weird.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing that. Let's see that.
Wait, you can upcast this, right?
Yes.
But isn't a punch not a melee, like a weapon attack?
Oh yeah.
You can spread a bunch.
Yeah, you can.
I will allow it simply because 2024 rules allow it, and I think that was the rule as intended. Because when you make an unarmed strike, you still make a melee weapon attack. So,
second attack.
Yep.
31. Also divine. Why does it not roll the damage? That fucking blows, mate. So total of, I believe, 39 damage.
28 plus 6, so 34 damage.
Oh wait, he's raging, so
34.
He's raging as well.
Yeah, 34 on the radiant, and then.
And I'll also go
3 on there. You do get 2 wisdom saves at disadvantage.
Oh shit! Can I? Shit! I wanted to do something in between.
Yeah, but you want to do in between?
But it might be too late.
Roll your first wisdom save. Until...
You can tell me if I can do this in between or not. But I wanted to use the Watcher's Will. Otherwise, I'll use it after the attacks are made.
Advantage. Wait, advantage. Disadvantage still. Do I still save? 17 plus 4.
Yeah, 21. That there is a save. So then we'll give you back 7 hit points. And Gark, you get a spell slot back. And your Channel Divinity back.
Well, I still want to use a Channel Divinity.
Oh, okay. Watcher's Will?
I'll choose myself, Renfrey and Brasgar. Have advantage on mental saves, and that's it.
Okay. So Brasgar, flat. Yeah.
So as I snap out of it, I'm gonna shout over that fucking liar, kill him, as I point towards the stranger. He's manipulated me. I would obviously assume that I've been fucked with. Yeah.
I'd say you'd feel the effects wear off of the spell, for certain.
I want to shout I was controlled and forced to do these things. Help me.
Doing anything else with our turns here, people? Blair? We're up?
Yes.
He's lying to save his face. Kill him.
Yeah. So we don't know yet that he's being possessed.
He's saying now that he's saying now that he has been possessed. So it's his word against yours and that one there. His word against your intuition. We'll say there. You can roll a insight check against him if you like.
That'd be an action?
Bree.
18.
I don't think this guy's got really bad. It's passive charisma. Passive persuasion. Yes, passive persuasion is fucking 11. It's a 9, even better. Like, you get no reason not to believe him at that point there. It's like, oh yeah. Why was he saying that?
You're saying what?
You get no reason to disbelieve him.
You have I have no reason to disbelieve him that he's not. That this guy is That this guy is not possessing him.
Yeah, you believe that he was possessed based on what he's saying.
Okay. Step. Gun
Oh, son,
raised.
Yeah.
The music, Blair is getting ready.
Bonus action.
At this point here, it goes from less a social encounter and more to an actual combat.
Right it on.
Ride or die, motherfucker, ride or die.
Ooh. Puts me at 58. No, 50. Yeah, 58. What? 58. There. Why is it not working?
What? What are you trying to do?
Trying to put it to 58, but it keeps on just.
Trying to put
Okay.
what to 58? Oh, your health? What?
Did my health? Jesus
So
Christ.
what are you trying to turn
Alright,
to 58?
38.
Oh, your hit points? Then there you go.
Yeah, was my HP 48 before? Did I just change that? Was it 46 before? Did I just change that?
You'd never actually been hit. Plus, I did say you could take a short rest. But I don't think you got hit in the previous combat, so you're good.
No, I meant like, did I make my HP lower on accident just now? Never mind.
No.
I
I thought you were saying 56. Or 58.
Yeah,
sorry.
you know what? Yeah, no, I meant to do 36. I shoot him
Yup.
a lot.
Yup. 19 hits. 20 is last burst, same as first. You fire
Is
both
he
of them off.
is he the thing?
What are the things?
Let me check. Ghost Slayer. Is he an undead?
No.
Alright, then it's just 2d6 more damage. So that's 22 plus 6 is 28.
No, it'd be 28. Yep, 28. Cool. Numbers. So you fire off that and you watch as like that eye twitches. Did anything else?
Nope, that's it.
It's the Great Zandini.
Zandini is gonna make an insight check. On his new friend, the Shatter guy, if he should believe him or not.
Great question. Probably best not to believe him. He rolled the same as what you got on the die.
Yay! So wait, you lied to me?
No.
Friends don't lie to each other.
I would never lie to you.
Well, you're not my friend then, and he's gonna drop Shield of Faith,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna
Fucking get him.
What he's gonna do? This is a very aggressive action. He's gonna start. He casts Blur on himself. I can't trust you, so I can't let you touch me.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Raskar.
Oh, Braskar's gonna fucking stomp towards this cunt.
Imagine I said that his held action goes off right now and he vanishes. Imagine.
It would be very funny. You should do that.
It would be Dimension Door's got a great range on it.
I know. Bree got fucked by it.
He doesn't have a held action. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh,
Oh, gonna swing at this cunt.
Yeah.
All night.
You can't call him that.
17 hits.
Plus 1d6 from the elemental cleaver. 27. Same thing again.
19, 26, 26, 48. Numbers. 25 plus 2 plus 26. Yeah.
Plus the elemental cleaver, and I'm gonna do my little invisible thing. So
Wisdom saving throw incoming. Yeah. Anything else?
I'm gonna just stand here, and that's my turn.
Yep. Okay. Where you came from? Go checking numbers is all. Renfrey.
Yeah.
For 16 damage as you fire off the Eldritch Blast, as you watch as the stranger starts to bubble and pop and bubble and pop as you watch as they expand, as all these different faces scream on out from them. It is a disturbingly disgusting, grim sight to watch as the Obelix fucking dies.
Does it have a spell?
Obelix. What? Obelix. Elder Obelix.
Obelix. Straight up dies.
Because Obelix is Obelix from Asterix and Obelix, you know.
And as it does.
Was it Elder? Like Gark said, or just.
Yeah.
Obelix. Okay, Elder.
Elders, the best ones.
Nice.
As you now stand there watching as this creature bubbles, plops, and bursts, you see as two more particular looking Shadowkai come out from the woods, and as they look round your camp, realise what's going on. And they give you all a odd, strange look. Let's pick these up next week.
Yay.
Okay.
Yay.
It's a fun session. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Goofy.
Thank you, babes.
Gonna have to find CR15 monsters now.